Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good morning, Cerritos High School. It is Mr. Walker here. Happy Monday. And while you're watching this on a Monday, I'm actually filming on a Saturday. It is Saturday, March 13th. Now, why is that date significant? Well, it was 1 year ago today, a Friday the 13th, as a matter of fact, when we all went on lockdown due to COVID-19. So it has been a year I would never want to repeat. And I think I'll speak for the entire staff saying we would much rather do our jobs with you, the most important people around, on campus. But there are some positive signs already out on our fields. We're getting some athletic teams gathering, and so there's some hope that we'll get more and more students back on campus when it is safe. But for now, I wanted to do some shout outs. We're going to shout out once again our wonderful MUN who have been competing virtually the entire year under the direction of Mr. Mustard, Mr. Watanabe. We had some juniors that competed in the MUN national competition that's hosted out of Berkeley, but of course it was virtual this year. They got the two top awards, the Award of Distinction for Research and the Award of Distinction for Debate. So congratulations to them. Then we had 6 students, 6 of them, who were named top delegates and given the honor of speaking at the plenary. Now, I was going to just skip over plenary and pretend like I knew what it meant, but I had to look it up, and you may not know what it means either. But plenary is a meeting to be attended by all participants at a conference or an assembly who otherwise meet in smaller groups. So for these 6 students, they essentially were presenting in front of the entire MUN delegation, which is pretty cool and probably pretty nerve-wracking as well. Who were they, these top 6? It was Angela Huo, Jaden Zachariah, Katie Ishii, Ethan Wong, Michaela Guerrero, and Anushka Panjwani. So congratulations to all of them. We're so proud of our MUN program. Also competing out there, we know our Science Olympians have been competing all over the place, but HOSA is starting their competitions. They're under the direction of Mr. Paul Park. They had 40 students in a regional competition qualify for the state competition that starts next week on March 17th. It lasts a couple of weeks, and we're hoping that we get some people qualify for the Nationals coming up this summer. So I have to say that I did see some of our HOSA students who are part of our athletic training class today. They were there because we had a cross-country meet today on our campus. So there are our HOSA, 4 of them that showed up, including Jules, who I didn't recognize because she lightened her hair and was wearing a mask. But it was just so great to see students on campus and to see students compete. And so we had our first ever cross-country meet. At the last event I saw, I think it was a JV baseball game a year ago. So it was great to get on out and watch our runners go out and run well. There were some unique rules involved in the whole competition, but we're going to show you that right now. Let's go out into the field and take a look at the first athletic event we've had in 1 year. All right, I'm outside here on a Saturday morning, actually at the baseball field, which is the warm-up section for our cross-country team and the very first athletic competition that we've had at Cerritos High School in a year. Today's March 13th. Remember, March 13th of last year was a Friday, and that's when we shut down. That's when we went into lockdown. But ironically, a full year to the day, we're bringing students back. I'm calling this the day that students are back so that I can cut my hair finally. But I'm excited to see how our runners do at this point in time. They are all warming up. You go ahead and take a look at how they're warming up here on our varsity baseball field. As far as the competition went, for safety reasons, this was a very unique cross-country meet. Now, each 605 League team had to show up separately. They warmed up alone, ran against the clock as opposed to an opponent, and then they had to leave the course by the time the next team arrived. Now, despite the long layoff and the very quiet atmosphere, our runners actually performed pretty darn well. Finishing the top 3 for the boys, third place went to Bryce Hobo, second, Andre Giordano, and getting the gold was Michael Raphael with a time of 17 minutes and 17 seconds. For the girls, third place, Sofia Padilla, second, Sydney Romero, and you'll recognize this name. She's been around a while winning these races. First place in the gold medal to Sofia Vasquez. Well, I can't tell you how much that meant to me to actually see some students in real competition on our very own campus. It's been a long time. Congratulations to our cross-country runners for kicking it all off to what we hope is a pretty full sports season to close out the year. In fact, it'll be very full as we try to compress all the teams into the last couple months of the school year. Once again, it's been a tough year, but brighter days are ahead. And for now, just this week, remember, it is the dawn of a new dawn week. Let's make it a great one.